He's too big, I said. He can't see me in the sea of fish. I came too late. And then I watched and I listened to the words of a man who wishes to touch the world with laughter and joy. It's okay to be sad, he said. I'll be here for you, he said. And I paid attention. In a world full of media, seeping expectations beyond what could ever resemble reality, everyone fighting their own battles and yet desperately reaching out for the hand of another, I found a voice crying above all the others. You can do it. And with this voice, I desperately reached out my own hand to touch it, to connect. And what I found was a sea of others, a proverbial, ever perpetual wave of endless cries for help, all united under one man. Jack, they called him. And with a heavy heart and sunken shoulders bearing more weight than the mask of a sail under a heavy storm, I began to walk away. Back into the storm, back into the darkness that had always been my greatest friend and my worst enemy, tearing me asunder from the very fabric of my being and yet being warmer than any joy I have ever known. Into the sea I plunged, and lost on the waves of my own self-doubt, caught in the ever-growing current of what I wished I could be and what was expected of me, still I heard that voice. You can do it. Like a faint whisper carried by the wind on a night of emptiness, like the echoes of footsteps on a long-forgotten path never once tread with determination, I heard it. And in the spinning, whirling, foamy sea of my own design, I gasped. And what I found as I laid on the beach, my eyes burning from the sand and salt the world had thrust upon me, was this. A voice was the connection. It was the hand reaching out in the darkness. It was everything it ever needed to be. It was all I needed it to be. And the ever-growing sea of cries under that one man were united by just that voice. It doesn't need to see you to speak to you. It doesn't have to know you to believe in you. It doesn't have to say your name to send a message. And in that moment of clarity, I returned. I returned to the sea of others, the proverbial wave of those crying out. And what I found as I slid ever so gingerly into the current was what I had been looking for all along. Unity, acceptance, and love.